Hello guys, I'm Tony and in this video I will show you how to create Raspiblitz, which is Raspberry Pi based Lightning Network node. First step would be to buy all the important ingredients, which is of course Raspberry Pi, external drive, and you can either buy the case for the 2.5mm internal laptop drive, or you can buy whole external drive as a unit. You need SD card, at least 16 megabytes. You need heat sinks for Raspberry Pi to better spread the heat around. You need the screen and case with a power supply. So that's all from ingredients. Now when we have our 16 gigabyte SD card, here it is, it's micro SD in the adapter. I will put it into the slot of my laptop and show you the rest of the steps. So I'm on the GitHub of github.com/rodsol/raspiblitz. All the links, all the ingredients, every information important for this video will be in the description. So this link will be in the description, and the first step is to download the software. So download the SD card image. Here we can have two links. We can either download it directly through browser, like from this link, or just download the torrent. I already did that, so this is very trivial step. I already have it on my computer here in this folder. But we also need some kind of software that will etch it on our SD card. So my choice is Balena Etcher. It's one of the best tools, easiest to install. There are different versions of it, like for Windows, MacOS, and Linux. So all the OSs are supported. So please download this Balena Etcher and install it in your machine. Next step, we are in the folder where I downloaded the Raspiblitz image. So please unpack the zip. You will have the file .emg image inside, and open Balena Etcher. Okay, we are in Balena Etcher. We want to select the image, and we are in our folder. We are selecting the emg file. Let's open it. Our card, as we can see, it's 16 gigabytes, and let's flash it. We have to do that as administrator on all the OSs, so yes, I agree with that, and it will take some time. So I will be back when it's ready. So right now on the screen we can see all the important parts for this build. So we've got the screen with the stylus here. We've got our Raspberry Pi board here, heatsinks. Two heatsinks that I bought are here. On the right, this white is the case, our 16 gigabytes SD card, and some kind of external drive, at least 300 gigabytes for this project. I will start the build from putting the Raspberry Pi into the case. But first, let's put the heatsinks on the processor and on this chip here. So I've got my heatsinks here. Remove the adhesive part. So make it stick, and the first heatsink is on the Raspberry Pi. The heatsinks are really important because Raspberry Pi tend to overheat, and it's better to put the heatsinks on so it's not overheating as much. Okay, second heatsink is on the second chip. and it's done. Now let's put it into the case. So it's in the case. Let's build the case around the ports. Now next step for this particular case would be to put the screen on top of it. So we should slide it into those pins and just build the rest of the case. Now the last thing would be to connect our drive to one of the USB ports. Let's connect it to one of the USB ports and it's ready. I've got already my power supply plugged into the power outlet, and also the SD card is being prepared to plug it into the Raspberry Pi, exactly into this port here. So let's wait for my etcher to etch the SD card and I will plug it in a second. So I've booted my Raspberry Pi. Right now I'm in my computer. I can see it's all there, the process finished properly, and now I will do additional optional steps. So this is optional. I will add the Wi-Fi capabilities to my Raspberry Pi, to my Raspiblitz, because usually you would have to connect it through the LAN cable directly to your router. But I won't do that. I would like to do it using Wi-Fi, because I want to put my Raspberry Pi whatever I want. So I will connect it through Wi-Fi. So next step is to create the file here in our folder, some text file, and we have to rename this file. So we have to rename it into wpa_supplicant.conf and put enter. Yes, we want to change it, and I want to edit it. So here is our file. Now I will paste some specific code here and I will explain right now. So country code is your ICO country code. So for me, for Canada, because I'm in Canada, it's CA. And to find it out, let's go to iso.org and just search for your country here in the search bars. So for Great Britain, for example, it's GB, easy. So this is self-explanatory. SSID is the name of your Wi-Fi, so my Wi-Fi, and PSK is of course password. It's like Tony101 for me. So I will save this file, close it, and I will put it into my boot drive of the SD card. So right now I just enabled automatic connection to Wi-Fi from my Raspberry Pi. Let's safely remove the SD card and plug it into our Raspberry Pi. I've got my SD card, I've got the Raspberry Pi. Now let's put the SD card into the port. So let's slide it into the port and let's plug in the power supply into this port. And yes, it's running. In the next screen that will appear in a second, we will see our SSH connection. So we would have to continue still from our computer to set up this Raspberry Pi properly. Yeah, we can see the information here. Okay, that should be visible right now. Okay, so we should log in into this specific SSH with specific password which I will do right now on my computer. So leave this Raspberry Pi on the side still plugged in, and let's do another steps. I'm on my computer. I'm using the software called Ahlström, but you can use PuTTY or any other software. Like in Linux, you can just use the command line, on Mac as well. So I'm on Windows, so I'm using Ahlström, and I want to create a new session because that's the easiest way. SSH, and our remote host was 192.168.1.112. Username was admin, and let's click OK and connect to it. So I was automatically logged in without even possibility of use the password Raspiblitz, because I already tested it yesterday on the same setup. So I'm already in my Raspberry Pi without even typing in password. So you would have to just type in the password Raspiblitz, and that's all. So yes, I want to set up Bitcoin Lightning Network. The name of my Raspberryblitz would be Explore Crypto. Enter. So right now I would have to set up 4 passwords, and you would have to do it as well. So I will do it on my side, and you guys please do it on your side. Use your own passwords, create 4 different ones, because those passwords will keep your funds secure. Okay, now Raspiblitz will format our drive. So it is formatting the external drive right now. So now the most important part. So you would have to download the initial Bitcoin blockchain. Why? Downloading it using Raspberry Pi synchronization, from Bitcoin D from block 0, it would take you 3 to 4 weeks, which is a lot of time. But using one of these options, you can basically download a whole blockchain, up to block 500,000 and something, very fast, in less than a day, and then sync it during few hours to have it synced to the top of the chain. So I will use the first version, the torrent version. You guys should use whatever you like. So if you have running Bitcoin node, you can just copy it from it. It's going very fast, a few megabytes per second, which is super fast, and it will take me no longer than few hours of syncing whole 224 gigabytes plus additional 40 gigabytes of update. So it's really very updated version of Bitcoin Core. So that's great for me, great news, and for you guys as well, because it will sync Raspberry Pi very fast. So I will be back when the process is finished, and yeah, see you then. Okay, so we've got update on the screen. Let's look at it. LND wallet is locked. Log in, use your password A. So I will do that right now. So I will log in using my master password. And we have to input wallet password. As we can see, LND is successfully unlocked. And as always, we've got to wait. So finally my Raspiblitz is being booted totally. So I've got Bitcoin, I've got Lightning, and I can start opening channels, sending money from different accounts and advertising my channel. So we see it here on the screen. My Raspiblitz is named Explore Crypto, which is like my alias. We can see Bitcoin full node plus Lightning Network. We can see some load average, temperature 55 degrees Celsius. We can see free memory of RAM, free space on the drive. Of course we can SSH into it to start doing some actions, and I will do that just after this video. We can see we are on Bitcoin 0.17.0.1 mainnet. We've got sync 100%. This is our public IP. As I can see, 8 connections and LND 0.5.2 beta. 0 satoshis in our wallet, 0 channels, 1 peer, and on the bottom there is like our public key with the IP address to connect to our node. So let's go into the console. Let's connect to this SSH admin at 192.168.1.104 and let's explore some options. So I logged in back to my Raspiblitz, and as we can see on the screen, I can see many options. Like we have this status screen, we can go into it. Okay, we can fund our on-chain wallet, that is like the Bitcoin wallet, to create channels from it later on. So this is our on-chain wallet. We can connect to a peer, which is like another node. We can open channel with the peer, so basically create a channel between two nodes. Later on we would be able to send, receive, create some services, connect mobile wallet, look at our macarons and change name, alias of the node, change passwords, cash out from on-chain wallet, see the wallet balances, see the Lightning channel lists, and power off Raspiblitz, and of course go into console/terminal. So this is the idea for the next video. In the next video I will be exploring those options. That means I will fund my on-chain wallet, I will connect to some peers, and of course I will open channels with another peers, and I will pay for some invoice. I will create invoice of my own, and yeah, I will be showing all those options from this console, as well as I will create another video this time about APIs, because if we go into a console, I will be basically able to do all the processes manually from the console itself, and I will create another video about that, and one more video, because as I was showing earlier, my Raspiblitz is in version 1.0 and the newest one is 1.1, so I will be upgrading my Raspiblitz to the new version. It will probably upgrade my Bitcoin core and LND as well in the background, but also it will like add few more details to like my Raspiblitz. It will make it a bit faster, better, more efficient, and basically more reliable. So I will be doing that in the next video. It is super easy, so tune in for my next video in which I will be exploring all those options. But so far everything is synced. All the Bitcoin node, LND, everything is synced and ready to go. It basically took me like around 20 hours of downloading the torrent, then like around 24 hours of syncing the blockchain of Bitcoin to the latest block, and basically yesterday around 1 hour for syncing Lightning Network also to like top of the chain. So it was pretty fast, and as we can see in this video, it probably after editing it took me like 30 minutes to do all those operations from start to end. And doing it, we basically are learning ourselves, like teaching how to use Lightning Network. It's not like all those plug and play solutions like Casanode, Nodal it, which are like basically constructed for you. You still have some room of flexibility for yourself to like learn and see how it works from the beginning. So if you guys like this video, please hit the like button underneath, subscribe to my channel, because this kind of content is like the content I want to put into those into this channel, and do video about those things like tutorials and Lightning Network stuff. So please subscribe to my channel if you like this video, and see you in the next one. Bye.